We're in our third session talking about an evangelistic culture, developing one at your church. And we've had a great time talking through how to help individuals in the church become more evangelistically involved in the life of the church. Today I want to talk about three new ideas. The next one is this, that we give them a tool in their hands. In order for people to be evangelistic, a lot of times they need to have something in their hands. We talked last time about having words in their mouth, but it's kind of like at a party when you have a cup in front of you. If you're a guy, you feel much more comfortable hiding behind the cup. It's the same thing in evangelism, where someone has an invitation in their hand, they can hand it to somebody. They feel much better about it. One of the best tools you have is actually your phone. I remember one time we were in church and I said, hey, I want everyone to pull out their phones, which you never do in church, but pull out your phones, and I want you to look through your list of contacts, and I want you to find 3 or 4 friends that you think may be willing to come to church, and I just want you to write them a text. Will you join me? ? And then follow it with this link, and the link was to a digital invitation for the church. And I remember one lady in the church, she came to me later and she said, I invited 10 of my friends to come, and about that time her phone buzzed, and I said, what's that? She said, it's my neighbor, she's responding to my text. And I said, what'd she say? And she said, you want me to read it out loud? And I said, yeah, read it out loud. It says, I would love to come. I can't come that weekend, I'm in New York, but I would love to come some other time. And she just started to tear up, and I asked her, well, how long has this person been your neighbor? And she said, I don't know. And her daughter, junior high daughter, said, it's 9 years, Mom. She's been our neighbor for 9 years. And she finally got the boldness, because of the tool, to invite her to come. Would you join me? It's as simple as that. A tool in their hand. They may have a tool in their hand in the sense of their testimony as well, just helping people understand how important it is to share what God has done in your life and invite people to join you in what God is doing. The next one is this, a partner by their side. Jesus sent people out in twos because when there's 2 or 3, there's a greater boldness. And so the plan I always encourage people to do when it comes to a partner on their side is this, to team up together with someone. Maybe it's a coworker and you're trying to reach coworkers. Maybe it's a neighbor, you're trying to reach neighbors. Maybe it's classmates, you're trying to reach classmates. But team up with a few others. Team and then target. Write down the names, agree upon the names of the 2 or 3 people that you're going to choose to invite or choose to invest in with the gospel. And then pray together about those people. And when God gives you the opportunity to share your faith with those people. Team, target, prayer, and share. And then finally, a reminder in the routine is really important. They need to be reminded over and over again to share their faith. This is not something that people do naturally, unless you're an evangelist. But a whole lot of people, there's a season, there's a rhythm to the year, we'll get to in another conversation, where people are more naturally inviting of others. And so as you have these seasons like upcoming to Christmas or to Easter or to the start of school, it'd be really wise, for example, to mention this 3 or 4 weeks in a row about this opportunity to invite your friends. Because the reason you do it 3 or 4 weeks, not just 1 week, is people don't attend church every single week. And so if we're to reach everybody, to have a conversation with everybody, you've got to talk about this the 3 or 4 weeks in a row. Make sure they have a reminder in the routine. I mentioned before the bookmarks. Maybe have them write the names down and put the bookmark in their Bible so they have a reminder, or give them some sort of band on their wrist or some other thing. Years ago, I remember I was a part of a group that put dots on their watches. I know not everyone wears a watch anymore, but there was a dot on the watch. And it just reminded you, every time you looked at your watch, you're reminded to pray for and to invite someone to the event that was coming up. These are 3 surefire ways to increase the evangelistic fervor of your church. This has been a Converge Whiteboard Leadership Moment. To learn more about Converge or to join us, check out converge.org.